Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you guys a message today, Aquarius, for the month of October 2019. So keep in mind that time is fluid, and also one of the things that I heard, I've tried to record this a few times, but I keep getting mumbled up and jumbled up in this little opening spiel, so here we go. I keep hearing time is sensitive, and as I was shuffling, I kept being drawn to 2018. So there could be an issue for some of you of a sensitive time, something being sensitive to time, but keep in mind what's for you. This is general, so not everything's going to fit your situation. Keep what is for you, disregard anything else. Don't go dwelling on it, right? And know that time is fluid, though. So we could be picking up on a situation that's happening now, could be experiencing consequences from something that's already happened. And this doesn't mean negative, this just means cause and effect. Because of this is what happened. We can have great consequences. Sometimes I feel like we avoid the word consequence because we have a negative connotation or something or thought when we think about it. Let's also work on when we choose choices and make choices, what are the consequences? What is the cause and effect that we would like to see? And when we make our choices, when we're thinking about, our cause and effects, and we're doing, it may be down to one of these flow charts or pros and cons kind of charts on, what are the consequences? If I do this, this is the things that could happen on the positive, the negative, the in-between. And really, if there's a choice being made, guys, what I'm really being drawn to say is to take it, and if you have to deconstruct it and pick it apart, to really feel it out on each consequence and each road or fork, each way that this could go, feel it out for you. And how would you feel if this were the case in your life? Because we can't control the wind, right? But I love that quote. We can't control the wind, but we can set our sails, we can adjust our sails, we can take them down, we can do we can use the wind with what we have. That's just that part of the message. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for taking a chance and being here. If you are returning and you are one of my subscribers, or if you've been with me for a long time, I love you, love you from the bottom of my heart, because it's awesome to do these readings as well. It's awesome to have an audience to watch them, as well as it's healing for me every time I do these, because it's also stuff for me to go, you know what, I feel like to do these readings, I gotta walk my talk too. So in my own situations, when I can think back to, well, what was the advice I gave Aquarius? Well, oh yeah, maybe I'll have to sit down and think about my choices and feel them out first. So I'm going to just bring a message from Archangel Gabriel first. And before I do this, I'm going to officially call in spirit. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to jump in as well, and my team of light. I'm going to ask Archangel Metatron to join us, and I'm going to ask to be from Archangel Michael specifically for him to guard, guide, bless, and protect this reading, as well as any of you guys who would ask for it, myself included. And if we do want our angels or our guides, like I just did, we need to verbalize, vocalize, and use our words or our thoughts. Our prayers don't always need to be out. Okay, so here I'm saying you need to talk, but no, you don't always. If you want your angels and your guides, you can think, hey, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, please, I could use you in this situation. Our angels and guides can understand those as well. Let's get a moment here, see what we have. What message do you have for the sign of Aquarius for October 2019? A whole lot, but on the top was let go. And I'm feeling drawn to take the whole thing. So I'm going to discuss that. But as I cut in between here, can you see there's classes? Learning and teaching are part of your higher calling, and birth. New life, such as a baby, an idea, happy news, or an exciting project blossoms within you. So if you're making choices on the cause and effects, what would I like to birth into? If you're taking classes and you're learning new things, you could even be reevaluating the cause and effect relationships of situations that have happened, and kind of these pros and cons, as well as I'm hearing like reactions and things like that, depending on your situation. But this is perfect time, happy news, that if, throughout this time, if you're, time to take some classes. You have let go, which was very thing I saw. So let go, pay attention to your dreams, blocks lifted, allow yourself to receive creative expression, inspiration. I'm going to put them back because I feel like, thank you. Keep going. If there's something that you've been taking time to learn, a new passion, something you want to create, if you want to teach, it's not just about you taking classes. You're always learning. We're able to learn so much. Our brain can hold so much information, and it's also taking the time to look at and evaluate potentially where we've been, where we come from, what lessons we've learned, and how can we apply this to move forward. Keep going with whatever line this is. Inspiration was one of the things that was also there. And this is, if you are getting inspirations from the learning you're doing, if you're getting inspirations to teach, to hold classes, if you're getting those things, maybe it's, how do I go about this? Take that time to deliberate, is what I heard. And also, time is sensitive, right? With some of these things, if time is sensitive in this situation, take the time to deliberate clear-headedly and accordingly. But what this card says is, use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. And authenticity fell out of here the first time when I was shuffling it. It fell out twice, and I saw it still in here. So be authentic, and there it is. My gosh. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, the lighting. But this is authenticity. Trust that your real self, whom God created divinely perfect, has strength and knowledge needed for this situation. You got this. As well as pay attention to your dreams. And you have at the bottom, allow yourself to receive, that fell out as well. And this is, open your arms to welcome the blessings and answered prayers that God is sending you. It's a pretty great time for you. I think I made a funny face, and I apologize for that. It was strange. Like, it seems like it's a really, really great time. And why was let go there? Why was let go there? Because we need to let go of anything, and detox time comes out here. We need to let go of anything that's holding us back from our authenticity, that's holding us back from making those choices and making those decisions and those step forwards that we want to see in our life with authenticity and with not compromising ourselves and our goals and our feelings of self and our autonomy and our beliefs, being able to move forward with everything that we do in our own authenticity. And that's wonderful. I would love to see, birth was one of these things, I would love to see that birthed out into the world, everybody being their authentic, loving selves and loving the people around us for who we are. And that's the message I have here in this portion. But detox time could be really releasing toxins from your body, releasing toxins from your mind, and diet. So diet as well can cloud our judgment. There's foods and irritants that can affect our thoughts, okay? And by this I mean like foggy brain. Diet affects our sleeping as well. It affects our energy levels. So there even could be things that cleaning up your diet may also help you feel better, to clean out the other stuff out of the closet, so to speak, that's no longer there, that's no longer needed, and you might not have looked at for a while, and it's like, you know what, I could put some other stuff in there that I might use. So I'm being brought to the Wildwood Tarot. Now let's take a look. Aha! All these fell out. So you have the Page of Bows, and this is a brand new start. This is going towards something with vigor and passion. The Six of Arrows, and this is also about moving on from uncomfortable situations, and this could be even in the mind again, that going towards passionately choosing to move forward. You have the Two of Vessels here. It was in the reverse, but I'm not going to read any reversals here because I feel like this is really important. I also see the Ace of Vessels, which is Cups. Moving forward with love and moving forward to feel confident enough, because again, this is fire energy, having confidence to move past any mental blockages towards experiencing this Two of Cups and being in like a union of hearts. We have the Mirror here, which I felt like that was cleaning out the shadow side. And if you see, this is a siren. This is holding the mirror and watching the old self go by on like the funeral pyre or whatever it is that you set ablaze and allow the person to transition into the next world. This siren it's also seeing in the mirror, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to go to move past struggle in my mind? What do I need to let go of to remove blockages to feeling this and experiencing this kind of love as well? We have the Eight of Bows and Heartfire, family, friends, people that feed your soul, people that you feel great around, people that honor and fuel this inner fire within yourself and encourage you. You have the Ace of Vessels, which is the Ace of Cups, and you have the World here. It's a gorgeous time to begin new relationships, but it's not just new relationships as in people you're just meeting. New relationships with yourself, others, everyone around you, because as we allow this stuff, this detox, take a look at the mirror stuff that we see in ourselves. It could be projections from others, or, you know, our own self projections outward that afterwards we look in the mirror and go, oh, didn't like who that was. We can detox this and we can day to day move on from it and allow, how do we do that? Way by integrating it into our day to day. It was brought up to conscious awareness. Here's the shadow side I didn't like. I heard skeletons as well. Skeletons, I had to pick a deck that had a skeleton in it, and this was one of them. So with this mirror, it's not a bad thing. Removing and detoxing ourselves, our mind, our body, all those things, relationships, energy around us, smudging our house, having a bath, those kinds of things, we can move forward with vigor. We make those choices for ourselves with authenticity, looking at what the consequences are and the cause and effect. Here again, this could be cause and effect, this mirror. When I look in the mirror, for some of the actions that I've taken, what were the effects, the causes, and how can I detach from those emotions for allowing me to react in ways? Just an example, but however this is, whatever stops me from moving forward from my passion, what are the emotions that I get, what do I feel that's blocking me, and how to move forward. I'm going to ask a message from the Psychic Tarot before I go on how to move through these blockages if I get cut off. I'm sorry guys, it happens. Okay. So these fell out, and at the bottom, I'm going to go with the bottom first, and they want me to show you the top. But this is triumphant success. This is the Ace of Swords. This is brand new mindsets, brand new ways of thinking, and when we change our minds, we also change the ways we act out into the world. The top was power. Oh, and that's your power. And your power is in your heart. And I heard power and heart, and I shuffled this deck, okay, the Nicoletta Cecily or Sicoli, and we had the wolf paw, which is freedom, and I put jade on there, which is heart. But I felt like this is power. This freedom is power, truthfully. Bottom of the deck, I'm just going to show you. And who's this? The devil energy with the magician. You think what you create, and you move forward. How you move forward also creates your realities in the situations that we encounter. When we do things with heart, when we choose power and love and new mindsets, it's important for us